What's up, everybody? My name is Eric Bland. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So I let one of our new guys go out by himself to do a condominium place. It's two condos right next to each other that need to get done. And so I went out and just kind of let him do his thing today. And I let him do it yesterday as well. So he's been training for about a week with us. He did a commercial building with us. He did really well at. It was a big job. He also did a house with us, which he did really good job as well on. Gutter cleaning job, he did phenomenal on. And then yesterday, we got actually a call back. I got a call back from the work he did on the gutters. And I got a call back saying he was polite and nice. And those are great callbacks. Those are phenomenal. And so my question to you guys is, like, when is it too early to send them out, and how long do you keep them kind of close to you before you send them out? And for me, it's like a week, right? So depending on their work, sometimes, you know, if they're longer than a week and a half, 2 weeks, I just let them go, because then they're costing me money and not, you know, allowing me to make money at that point. So this guy, he's been doing really well. Young guy, he's 25 years old. He's out there hustling like crazy, so I'm really proud of him. So I let him go out to a condo place today. So he's taking care of two condos right next to each other. And I thought it was a good run to be able to let him go out by himself and do it, because there's two condos. One's just on the outside and one's inside outside. So it should be pretty simple and easy. It's all one level too. There's no two stories to any of the condos, so it'll be a lot easier for him. So super pumped about that. He did well again on gutter cleaning, so he's done great. I hired another kid. He worked out good for about maybe 6 days out of the entire time that he worked with me, and then he fell off the wagon. It seems like a lot of people are willing to get out there and work and want to work. They're like, yeah, I'm ready to work, and then all of a sudden, you know, their work ethic goes down. So training wise, I always like to train with them, making sure that they for us as window cleaners, the way I train my guys at the very beginning is all I have them do the very first day is just brush or scrub the windows. That's it. That's all they do. All day long, they're just scrubbing a window. The next day, what I have them do is I have them scrub the window and do a window, and then, so I'll have them scrub up like 3 or 4 windows, and then I'll let them do one of them as I do the other 3. Or the other 2, or depending on how big the commercial job is, if it's bigger window or whatnot. So from there, then I'll have them, then, you know, that same day, I'll have them scrub a window, do a door, right? Making sure the ledges are all done. And for me, I'm a control guy, so I want to control everything, but I have to go hands off and say, wait, this is for you to do, not for me. I like to go over and say, all right, you have to detail here, and I'm detailing the window. So I had to step back and let them do it, because it's a lot different doing subcontract work. Subcontractors know specifically most of the time what they're doing, so they're out there hustling and doing their thing. So I've cut a lot of subcontractors out, brought a lot back more in-house, and it's been a lot more successful for me for callbacks and things like that. So before, the subcontractors would, you know, they would do the work. I would pay, the customer would pay me, then I'd pay the customer, or I'd pay the subcontractor. Okay. Now the customer pays us, and I get to pay my guys, which is fantastic. I mean, you cut that middle guy out. There's a lot more opportunities to make money now. And then for next year, you accumulate that business back into your database, where the subcontractors were giving them cards and giving the next door neighbors cards, which is smart, but you lose a lot of business that way. So I took a lot of that stuff back in. Now we do a lot of subcontracts for power washing and things like that. If they want to get their neighbors fantastic or whatever, but you normally power wash every 2 to 3 years from there. But depending on what it is, sometimes once a year, and sometimes 6 months, depending on how bad the algae is around the house. So we have that aspect. It has been super busy this year. I mean, extraordinary busy, which is fantastic. So I'd get a guy that just does the commercial work, just strictly commercial, Monday through Thursday. That's all he does. He's doing a great job. I go out a couple days a week to run the water fed pole with another guy. He does really well. He's my top guy. He does commercial, residential. He does gutter cleaning, power washing, window cleaning. He doesn't do very much gutter cleaning. He hates gutter cleaning, so I don't book him on that many jobs unless it's a one story. He hates the heights on a ladder, so he's off of that. So what else? But when I let these guys go out there, it is nerve-wracking because you're like, okay, you got it down, right? This is how you talk to the customer. This is your shirt that you have. This is the equipment. This is everything. You pay for their gas to get there. Well, I do. I don't know how you guys do it, but it's a helpful thing when you're paying for their gas if they're using their vehicle. Let's see what else. You magnet their car so you can make sure that they have it. What other aspect? I don't know. It's a lot of fun hiring, but you do fire people too. There's a guy, he fell off the wagon like I was saying, and I was like, dude, listen, you can't keep calling off. Like, why are you calling off every single day? Like, it doesn't help, because when you load 1, 2, 3 houses up for the day, and you have, you know, 2 guys going there, 2 guys going here, 1 guy doing commercial work by himself, another guy doing commercial work by himself, and then you load up maybe 1 more job for these 2 people to do, so now they have 4 houses or 5 houses to do in a day, and you put that on 1 worker. Now we got to reschedule because there's no way he's going to get it done, you know, and if he gets it done, he's going to get home at 9 or 10 at night. I don't want my guys out that late in this heat. It's going to be, I want them to be done by 4:30, right in there. Start time about 9:30 to 4:30, 5 o'clock, right in there, which is a good time frame. So having the new guy go out there today, it's always nice to release them out there so you know that, you know, you got to understand a couple things. It's going to take a little bit more time for them to finish the job. You know, they're not like your other crews where they're like just banging out these houses like crazy, and you're like, man, they're already done. All right, perfect. They're rolling. You know, it's going to take a little bit more time. You might get a call back, streaky windows, but you can't always hover. You can't be like a hover parent, you know, parent at the, if you ever been at the park with you know, with your kids, and you got to hover mom and dad, and they're like hovering over their child. Sometimes you got to like let your kid go out there and just, you know, do his thing at the park. Same thing with your worker. You just got to let them go out there. They're going to make mistakes, right? They're going to screw up some things. They're going to make mistakes, whatever it is. So you got to let them, you know, do that within means. I'm not saying bust a window or scratch a window or get shit all over the carpet or something like that. You know what I mean? So one of the most important things is you just got to release some of that, because you guys are probably the same way. You guys want to hold everything in-house, which means you want to be in control of everything. You can't be in control of everything all the time. You got to let them kind of take the reins a little bit. So just wanted to check in with you guys. I don't do very many of these videos anymore, more of like reviews and things like that. To be honest with you, those get more watches, which means they make more money, right? And then also there's a little thing for Amazon affiliate website, so I get a kickback on that when I go on there and shop too. So you guys more welcome go on there as well. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, a lot of people don't watch window cleaning videos, but maybe this might strike somebody, and maybe they might hire somebody in a different business that this makes perfect sense for. So I love you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great day. See you guys until next time.